Hey everybody, I got Javier Baez. I'm comparing him to Joe Mauer, and I'm just comparing these two, drawing attention to two positions that when time is of the essence, you are going to see different patterns in throws because the athlete does not have as much time as they would, and you're going to see different patterns than what you'd see a pitcher or an outfielder express because of the lack of time. So I wish Kevin Correa wasn't so bad because it'd be nice to see somebody who actually cleared their front hip a lot better. We don't want to see his knee here. If you look at any better thrower, you're going to see that left hip and knee release a lot earlier. So, sorry, Kevin Correa, you could be a lot better. But we're seeing Joe land with a closed front foot. You're seeing Javier Baez land with a closed front foot. And this is really common when you don't have time. This is not a chosen option. This is a pattern that we see when time is of the essence. And I see a lot of young players not expressing these patterns because they don't recognize how to stay in strong positions when they don't have time. So we see front foot closed, arm patterns the same. If you can imagine this being flipped up, you're seeing something very similar to what Mauer's doing. So all Mauer's trying to do is he's in a down, open position, very similar to what Baez is in. And so typically you'll see catchers land very similar to Mauer because all they're trying to do is get closed. Very similar to what Baez is doing. He's fielding a ball. He's already cheated with his hips. So if you look at the position that Joe is in compared to what Javier is in, it's quite similar, and both of them are cheating. You can see Joe's cheating by shifting his hips, getting them ready for the throw. But because they don't have time, they're going to land closed. You watch good pitchers, they're going to land open, helping them clear their hips. Biggest difference here is infielders are going to be throwing from a lower arm slot because they don't have time to stand up. They're already in motion. So what Joe is doing is giving himself a little bit more room to clear his hips. So catchers should stand up, where infielders are already in motion, so they don't need to stand up. So pretty simple, but something I don't know that a lot of young players feel these things. I think when you are executing a two-step cadence, it's appropriate and encouraged to feel the front foot stay closed. You should be encouraged to be throwing from a lower arm slot when you have to get the ball out quickly. Catchers, it's more about getting turned, getting the back hip loaded, and getting your foot in a place where you can plant, stabilize, and throw than it is to look exactly like a pitcher because you just simply do not have time. So, hopefully that's helpful. Just thought it was a cool comparison.